Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 9. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 59, Mike, you go.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year, and the Giants have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Regular.
Throwing now is Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Check 59.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38.
They'll run here with Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And it's caught by Parker. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Ready. Flag. 57. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
A first down throw for Winston. He'll get this to Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Winston. It's complete. James White.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Allen from the gun, he'll throw. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Allen. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
He's going to let one go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 24. Going on the ground with Eckler. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, it's Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down, Winston. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This has been a long drive drive, you got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? It's Eckler again, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. Jameis now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. To try again after the sack. Winston. That's complete to White. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards to the house. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 57.
Jameis to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen now looks to throw. On the screen, Bernard. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
A toss play to Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Money! Mike 59. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your...
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Silver. Easy. Motion.
Here's Winston. Flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught. This is White.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
59, Mike. Check, 59.
Throwing now is Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and the tight end Luke Stocker was the target, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Ready? Watch right there. Watch right there. And even. Wait.
They're looking to throw this. Winston going deep here for Parker. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Winston from the gun on third down. And it's caught by Parker. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick, and a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And, look at that, a diving catch. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
It's now third down.
Mike Brown, 80! And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
took me so